Their joint and individual courage is really beyond rational description and comprehension.
They met in Nashville, Tennessee in the late 1950s. They were both students at the American Baptist Theological Seminary. But Reverend Vivian found his calling to the ministry later than John Lewis. John Lewis was only 18 or 19 years old. But they met each other then, and they became involved with Reverend James Lawson's training in nonviolence. Reverend Vivian was involved in a desegregation sit-in of a cafeteria in Peoria, Illinois in 1947. So he was a pioneer before Martin Luther King had even begun.
And Congressman Lewis and Reverend C.T. Vivian, in their day, as young people, were beaten, and they risked their lives just so people like you and me could have the right to vote.
These are two incredible heroes. Of course, John Lewis was a freedom rider, beloved as a congressman, and was indeed the conscience of the Congress. C.T. Vivian is much less well known, but he's of equal stature as a transformative leader. Both of these leaders were deeply religious. They saw this movement as both political and spiritual.
As a young person of color, it's my duty to uphold what they set forth now. We can't let our history be our failures. We have to learn from that. And we have to take every moment we can to seize the opportunities.
You want to pay homage to John Lewis and to C.T. Vivian and Martin Luther King Jr., then be sure you have a voter registration card.
They knew that the fight is very long and very hard, but in order to make our voices heard and to have a seat at the table, even when things are seemingly on fire, they dedicated their lives to this, and they understood the power of one voice can lead to collective voices.
These are people whose lives were led to make our country more just. And it's a revolution that they created that is entirely unfinished. The battle against racism, poverty, militarism, the battle to secure the right to vote.
John Lewis, Dr. King, there's so many names, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, and Gloria Richardson. There's so many people I can name at that time, ran their leg in the relay, in the marathon relay, as long, as hard as they could run it. They were able to inspire us to grab the baton and keep moving it forward.
The USF Institute for Nonviolence and Social Justice was created in order to further the legacy of the great leaders of the Black freedom movement.
It's one of the best ways that we can think of to pay a continuing tribute to John Lewis and C.T. Vivian.
There's incredible urgency, and there's incredible power that students have that we hope to help to unlock, mobilize, and share the lineage that has led to today.
Now is the chance to go out and use our voice and to use our actions in a non-violent way, just like John Lewis did, to make changes.
A single candle can light the darkness, but a spark can start a prairie fire.